everybody, thanks for watching. In this video I'll introduce and explain a common reaction type called an acid-base reaction. Remember that we've already seen 5 general reaction types, but that there are other reaction types that overlap with one or more of these general 5. In this video we'll take a look at an additional overlapping reaction type known as an acid-base reaction. Now before we can identify acid-base reactions, we've got to start with simply acids and bases and what those are. And there's lots of ways to define both acids and bases. Some of these you might have heard of before, like Arrhenius, Bronsted-Lowry, or maybe even Lewis. This video isn't going to explain any of those acid-base theories. Instead, we're very simply going to define acids as substances that contain hydrogen with a formula written in the following format, HX. So for some examples of what HX could look like, we'll look at HCl, HBr, H2SO4, and H3PO3. All of these start with the element hydrogen, so all could be identified as acids. And for bases, we'll very simply define them as substances containing a hydroxide ion or ions with a formula written in the following format, XOH. For some examples, we'll look at NaOH or MgOH2, both of which contain OH, the hydroxide ion. Therefore, we can identify both as bases. So when you mix an acid with a base, you get a special type of reaction known as a neutralization reaction. In a neutralization reaction, the acid reacts with the base. They're said to neutralize each other, and the products of this type of reaction will be a salt and water. Here's 2 examples of neutralization reactions and how you can identify them. The first one has HCl, which starts with hydrogen, so it's an acid. The HCl is reacting with NaOH, which has the hydroxide ion, so it's a base. So we've already got our first 2 components of the definition, an acid reacting with a base. To be a neutralization, we also have to form a salt and water. Here's the water part, the H2O. Sodium chloride, NaCl, technically classifies as a salt. If you didn't already know, a salt is just another term for an ionic substance. And since sodium chloride is a metal with a nonmetal, it is ionic and is also therefore a salt. In the second example, we've got lithium hydroxide, which contains OH and is a base. H2CO3 contains hydrogen and is an acid. My products are again water and lithium carbonate, another ionic substance, therefore also a salt. So this too fits the definition of a neutralization reaction. That's it for this video on acid-base reactions. Here's a brief summary.